Brr, it's cold in here.
No, it's not.
It is. Hi, everybody. Welcome to... and I'm not just talking about Mr. O's demeanor.
Do you see, like, vapor coming out? Like, oh, it's so cold. No.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to TFT. Tarot for Today. Divine Dabblings with...
Oberon.
And Ice Cube. No.
Both hands on the wheel, Victoria.
Yeah, Victoria. I got some Mercury retrograde stuff for you. It's been happening here. Oh, yeah. I'm just telling you. I blame it all on the retrograde. I was phone scammed today, and I fell for it. I don't think I gave out any more information, but I may have confirmed information they already had, unfortunately. So I don't know. I'm a little nervous about this one. I can't believe that. I can't. And other things that have just gone totally crazy the last few days. Unbelievable stuff. Like trying to get my flu shot appointment. Oh, you can schedule online. You should schedule it with, I'm not going to mention the name of the pharmacy, online. And what happens? They don't have my pharmacy listed. And I kept picking dates all the way through Christmas, and they weren't there. So then I decide I'm going to walk into my pharmacy and see what's going on. Turns out they were taking appointments. I got an appointment later that day. So tell me. And then I went back and checked my computer again, and sure enough, I still couldn't find them as available for appointments online. Crazy stuff. So I'm just saying, I've had it already. And more, but I'm not going to go there.
Give her time.
Give me time. We got 2 hours here, that's right. So I could talk more. There's plenty more. Spent time on there trying to figure out the scam thing today, too. All right, well, anyway, let's get going. I am going to be using, of course, the Season of the Witch Yule Oracle. I've got a couple of different oracles in play today. The Auspicious Symbols Oracle is here for anybody wanting an oracle reading. The Magic of You Oracle by Fiona Horn. And the Crow Oracle by MJ Cullinane. All right. Yeah, Violet, I really could have told you an earful. It would have been a long DM if I told you everything that happened. It's crazy stuff.
I know you did. It was you know who.
Yeah. Yeah, see, Tuesday was a retrograde day for me, too. From Tuesday, Wednesday, and today. It's been crazy. Crazy. Whoa. How many more weeks? Till January 1st will I survive? I don't know. Mr. O, pick a card for the collective. Get my bad mojo out of this. Uh-oh. The Crabby Crone. No.
The Crabby Crone.
The sweet, wise
The wisdom
crone.
befriends the honor in which weaves within blood. Thy wisdom befriends the honor in which a harrowing call from the depths of your sacredness.
I think as these decks go on, they've gotten a little bit better with the pithy sayings on them. But some of them are kind of, make you wonder. But anyway, the keywords for the crown is wisdom, lessons, and honor. The wisest among us are the ones who've lived and experienced life over many years. They are the ones who know where to look and how to see past illusions. They are the ones who greet us with warm eyes and tight hugs, who we know will love us no matter our faults. If we have a wise crone of a woman in your life, hold on to them dearly, for they have wisdom far beyond your years. Pulling crone is a sign to seek guidance from someone more experienced. Your situation may need another party to act as a mediator or to help you see things from an unbiased point of view. It is likely to be a woman or someone with a womanly quality who will help you. This person can be a family member, but may also be someone who is not related, but feels like a mother, grandmother, sister. But remember, wisdom deserves respect and humility. When seeking knowledge, be willing to consider that you're seeking help because you do not have all of the answers. And, I always look at the crone a little bit differently because I really truly feel that it doesn't have to be an older, wise person. We know a lot of people of older age, our former president, for example, who don't have that wisdom of the years. And so, I think wisdom is ageless. Some people are born wise. Some people have real intense knowledge early on, street smarts, etc. Me, look how long I've been around and how much I've been in libraries and involved with tech. And I got fooled today a little bit. I didn't give them anything because I had a funny feeling after a few minutes, but I shouldn't have even answered the call. So, you can get fooled and at any age, and you can be unwise at any age. But seek somebody who has those crone-like qualities in your life. And, if you need wisdom and counsel, feel free to open yourself up to them. That's what I have for the collective. What about you, Mr. Oni? Comment on that?
Crone.
Crone.
You make me crone. I mean groan.
What was our thing? Stones and bones and crones and gnomes.
Somebody had that.
Yes. Somebody did. All right.
Sal wants to know, who is my destiny in love?
All right. Who's the destiny in love? Okay. How do you want to do that? I should let you
I'm pulling
decide.
3 cards.
Okay. Are we looking for a person in this card or just qualities or what?
Well, I guess that's the way we can do it. Do you want to do it?
I'm asking you because you're shuffling and I wanted you to pick.
Well, but it's your reading, so I want you to sort of steer it that way if that's what you think is needed.
No, because I think we should do 3 cards.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, though. If we need a qualifier, we can look for one after the 3 cards.
That's fine.
Like a person qualifier.
Right. Okay, so our first card then is the Reversed Magician. I'm using the Adrian Tarot, by the way.
Okay.
And then our next one is the Ten of Wands. It's upright. And then finally the Upright Temperance.
Jeez. All right. Let me throw the Lenormand on that before you get started. But I think,
Hi, Sun Empress.
Hey, Sun Empress. Get you on the list. All right. Let's see what we got here. We have the stocking, which is, of course, the flowers. And we have the snowman. Okay. This is really an interesting read to me. I don't think we need a qualifier yet. We can give you some ideas of who this person might be, or maybe even your sense of them once you're in a relationship with them, Asel. I think this person may prove somewhat evasive to you to trying to figure them out. And I'm getting that from the Magician reversed. They may have a lot of secretiveness stuff about them. I don't really necessarily know that it's bad, but it might take a little work and effort on your part to bring them out. And that I'm looking at with the 10 of Wands here upright. I just feel here that they're just somebody who's, for whatever reasons, very protective of maybe, some of their past experiences in their life. Maybe there's certain things they think you will not like about them, and so they try to cover that up. And so, it might require a little bit of stress and a little bit of work on your part to make them come out to you. But I feel like all in all that this could turn into a very, very balanced and joyful relationship for you over the long term. And by that, because we have the Temperance card at the end there, and we also have the Snowman and the Joy card, the flowers, which is joy and a gift at the end.
I feel this person is a hard worker.
Okay,
the Ten
that's
of Wands.
Good point.
And I feel that maybe if they are protective or maybe even a little bit reserved about some details, at least at first, I think they have a situation where maybe they are obliged to take care of somebody who maybe needs care. So I'm feeling like it's an older person in their life. It's a parent or somebody. And so they have to be protective of this person. But I think that tells you that they care a lot about people. And so maybe they're just a little bit shy at first about revealing their set of circumstances. But I do feel like when this finally happens, they come to you with joy, and maybe you realize that they have their own sense of joy because of their connection to who or whatever it is that they feel strongly in charge of taking care of. So that's who I think this person could be, somebody like that.
Oh my goodness. Okay, and so you did cover the Lenormand too with yours, right?
Yes, I did.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you go and see if you can find a court card, and if the first court card you get.
All right. And I pulled the reversed page of discs or pentacles. So it could be a person who might be a little younger than you, or they're young in spirit.
Well, it's interesting because you said they would be older taking care of someone.
No, I said they were taking care of an older person.
Oh, okay.
I said it was possibly their parent or somebody.
Got it.
This could be a clue to their age, but it could also just be a clue to the fact that they do have a sense of maybe they're not extremely book learned, like they maybe have not gone to university or anything like that. They may just have a sort of sense of their own skills through life experience. But I don't think that they're unintelligent. I just sort of think that they've learned from a different sort of set of circumstances, and I feel that they are dependable, like I sort of said that in certain ways. But you just have to realize that maybe from a culture point of view, they may not exactly have the same interest as you. They might have some different ideas.
Well, I'm going to tie that Page of Pentacles into the Magician, not anybody who's necessarily dependable, because it is reversed. And, I get the feeling here that there's some grounding issues. And again, this might be tied into the Magician reversed. For some reason, they have an uncomfortability revealing who they truly are. And I don't really think there's anything necessarily nefarious here. I just feel there's maybe a lack of a self-esteem issue going on. They're an earth sign, and they may just be a little bit down on themselves a little bit and just need, some love and support to kind of pick them out of it. I feel this could be an earth sign, and as for maturity level, yeah, I do feel like maybe they act a little bit less mature than their age. They're probably going to be about the same age of you, Estelle. I don't see much difference there.
Yeah, I think it's more of a lightheartedness about their life, because I feel like, they have a lot of, or they seem to have some situations that make them very responsible, like what I said, the idea of taking care of somebody. So maybe on their own, they're kind of lighthearted because they want to enjoy, the parts of life that they can. So that's what we have.
Was hitting my screen again, and I think he was trying to get those hearts to pop up or something, because that's what he engaged here, that.
Who knows?
Well, but he didn't quite get that far, and I was afraid he was going to bleep out my screen again. Doggone you, son.
All right, Estelle, and you're welcome.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that. All right. We are on Majestic Love.
It's Majestic Love, who has asked, what does the universe see for Robin and I for the rest of the month? And of course, we literally have only a half a month left. Hi, baby.
For the rest of the month. Okay.
Your duck.
Yep. I brought out my Animals Divine Tarot by Lisa Hunt. Oh, and they're gone. They're very slippery, sadly. Oh my goodness. They're really gone.
Well, I'll just blather on while you try to get them.
Yeah, keep the screen off me.
I am.
Because I have to get up and pick up a mess.
So don't forget to watch my show on Wednesdays. If you're interested in what the shadow sides of your life can tell you. You know, sometimes we feel depressed or morose for no reason, but maybe we can dig a little deeper and see what is it that's really bugging ya. And of course, we do have to always say that, you know, readings and the work we do here are for entertainment purposes only. Legally, we cannot say that we have X amount of, you know, ability here. You know, there's just
Hang in
certain
there, I'm almost done.
laws about this kind of stuff. Anyway, don't forget to watch Happy Hour also on Saturday this week at 10 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
One card for the divine, from the divine, with a divine message, etc.
Don't do anything yet.
I'm not.
They actually flew even by you.
Oh, God. What a waste.
I know. So much for ending early. I can't blame that on Mercury retrograde.
All I know is that if I had done it, I would never hear the end
Oh,
of it.
here we go. Here we go.
But it's true.
Shall we?
Oh, you're actually ready now?
I'm ready.
Wow.
But now I want to sleep.
Good.
All right.
I'll do the rest of the show.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
No, Sonny did not barf. Well, somebody did earlier. We picked that up before the show. Okay. So what's going on between Majestic Love and Rage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we have the King of Pentacles here, upright. Wow, what the heck? I don't want to get your hopes up, but hey, we got the Two of Cups here, upright.
Two of Cups.
And we got the High Priestess, upright. Bam.
Here, kitty, kitty. Glad you made it home, Victoria. So in Lenormand, the wreath, which is the ring, and the mountain, which is still the mountain.
Oh, the mountain. So all is not perfect, but maybe things will improve. Certainly it seems as though somebody has got their head together. You know, I mean, the King of Pentacles is somebody who's really thinking clearly, decisively, trying to bring order out of chaos in their lives, perhaps, and doing well with that. And maybe thinking in terms of his partnerships with you, perhaps, you know, and that there could be some improvement here. I'm going to stop with those two. The High Priestess is kind of an afterthought to me.
Well, it's tempting for me to see the two cards framing the main card,
Okay.
in my opinion, the Two of Cups, which talks about the idea of creating harmony and trust in a relationship or a rekindling of a relationship. And so maybe these are aspects of either of you or one of both of you, because this is, as Banshee says, the idea of feeling like the job is being managed, you know, and so the job of love is sort of happening. The job of love is sort of being manageable, sort of feeling like it's come into its own. But over here with the High Priestess, we also get the feeling, too, that maybe someone has felt some deeper truths about the whole situation, that maybe somebody has come to terms with what is really your core principles between you, igniting or bringing you to that Two of Cups, love and harmony.
Well, Victoria, it's not starting out that way for me. I had to go raid a slush fund, so things aren't that well for me as far as that goes. And other Mercury retrograde things, like I said, I can't believe these last 3 days.
Victoria, you're actually pretty astute. I read about this somewhere myself, too.
I read
that
it,
this
too.
Mercury retrograde coincides with Jupiter is not necessarily a bad thing for a lot of people.
I just don't know what's up with me. Maybe it's that Chiron thing you talked
But
to me about.
the common or conventional wisdom that Mercury retrograde is always a bad thing should be kind of just sliced off. It isn't always a bad thing. It's really about us understanding more what we need to do or what we can do.
I've had better ones. I mean, they haven't all been horrible, but I've had some pretty bad ones. But at any rate, let's take a look at this again. I want to go over the High Priestess, I think, here. I think this might be saying, too, as far as Robert's intentions are going, he's starting to feel something within. Maybe something, is coming through to him from his higher self. That's a High Priestess card. That might be leading him more towards, conciliatory, better behavior in the relationship. However, you do have the mountains and you do have the ring here, which indicates there's still some troubles and some obstacles to surmount, in your dealings with Robert. So it's not a perfect world, but it's not a bad world. These are some pretty good cards here overall.
I think that overall for the rest of the month, maybe there is a coming to terms. Maybe there's an acknowledgement that there are practical things in your relationship, and then there are things that are sort of abstract or more on the emotional, and they come together in harmony and trust.
Yeah, so
with the mountains, I think, it's saying that there still is a little bit of a difficult road to do, but if you're ready to really make that commitment of some sort, you're going to have that strength to help you.
Well, conversely, with the mountains here and the commitment here, it's kind of indicating there may still be problems getting a firm commitment.
Yep.
And so that's why I'm saying, there still might be some work to be done here, but it's looking much better, I think. I hope it's true. I hope it's true. Sometimes the holidays either harden hearts or soften them. And so I wish you luck with that.
And Alicia has joined us. Hello.
Hi, Alicia. Oh, and I'm still not done with my Christmas cards. I should say my
You're
holiday.
welcome, Majestic Love.
Christmas and Yule. A big batch went out today. I had some personal notes to write that set me back and some other things. But they're getting out there. They'll all be out tomorrow, finally, and I can get back to more normal. I've been off of Twitter a lot lately, social media in general.
Violet, I'm wondering, do you know where Mercury is in your natal chart? Is it in your Gemini by chance? Or is it in Taurus? Or do you know where it's at? Good evening. So we are on Lena's question, whether Mim's feelings, intention towards me in future. Yes, I had a feeling it was 1 over. Pisces is right, yeah. Okay, well that could explain some of the emotional stuff that Mercury retrograde does to you then, I guess.
Oh, try to relax. So long as whoever I spoke with today that tried to scam me, and I fell for some of it, a phone scam, doesn't hurt me too bad, ultimately. I'm trying to relax, but too many things happened right in a row this week already.
7th house is the house of partnerships.
And most of them are beyond me. I mean, just trying to make a flu shot appointment was crazy. It was just crazy what I went through. And then something else happened yesterday and today that I was trying to follow up on. Then I got totally taken around in a circle on phone calls and never got the answers I needed. So
I'm ready to flip the cards now.
Go ahead. I don't get it.
All right, so Lena, your first card is the Hierophant reversed. The next card is the Devil upright. And then the final card is the reversed Seven of Chalices. That's the Seven of Cups. So there's a little variance in some of that there. You're basically asking about whether Mim's intentions will kind of move into some sort of, greater love. And it's hard to say exactly. There seems to be something that holds Mim's back, perhaps. The Devil card sort of could indicate that maybe they're wrestling with a sense of their desires and whether or not they feel like these things detract from their abilities. Like maybe they don't understand parts of themselves in a way. And I could sort of see that coming also from the Hierophant reverse, that maybe parts of themselves sort of are confusing to themselves. They're not totally understanding themselves or this connection, perhaps.
So you also the Devil in this reading upright?
Yeah.
Holy moly. Which one's the Hierophant? The first card, right?
The first card. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
it's reversed.
So Mim's intentions towards you. Well, let me throw these out at this point now, too, and you can start thinking about this.
Victoria, you're such fun.
Victoria, everything is better with hot chocolate. I totally concur.
So we have the reindeer in Lenormand. And there's our mountain again. Reindeer's got to climb the mountain.
I have an interesting herbal tea. Actually, it's a CBD tea. I'll say that. It's cocoa flavored. Cocoa tea.
Yeah, I get that too, Violet. I'm not sure where it's going. It's not exactly clear, but it seems like at the end of it, there is a choice for them. But maybe there are more choices, and so maybe that's what the point is that they maybe have obsessive feelings about, the fact that they have maybe more than one choice here, and so maybe they really feel like they want to have all of them. They don't want to be limited to one choice.
Okay, so all I can say, Lena, is that, there's something here unorthodox about Mim's intentions.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be, it seems unorthodox. He seems like his intentions could be there is a little bit of an obsession going on here. I can't rule that out. He might, or I could say this, he might be a very dominating kind of personality and may, depending on, his intentions with you, wants to dominate you in some way, or control you in this relationship. Ooh. So you might find that a bit stifling, I would say that. And what's the last card again?
Seven of Cups reversed.
Seven of Cups reversed. It almost seems like, though, he chooses you. That maybe he's choosing you as a partner or has some intentions towards, you. My only problem here is, of course, we have the mountains again has shown up. I wonder if this just has something to do with the Mercury retrograde, but I don't know. I don't want to say. And the rider, which is the reindeer here. And it might be indicating that there may be some issues in communication right now, some obstacles blocking, maybe even you seeing what his true intent is for you right now. So I kind of feel like some of this information and maybe even moves forward are kind of delayed, or there's something blocking progress here at the moment.
It almost feels like really they're just sort of doing this relationship in their head to some degree,
Oh, that's interesting.
and at some point it's just going to rush forward, perhaps. I don't know. And I do feel there are obsessive qualities about it, but ultimately I think they choose you. And, the Seven of Cups really is kind of a card about a joy in a way. You're choosing something that brings you the best outcome in your opinion. So
Well, it's interesting you said that about holding back, because you know what? I wonder if that devil maybe too is saying that maybe they're holding themselves back. Maybe they feel obsessive thoughts about you, but they're holding that back right now. Maybe they're restraining themselves,
Well, besides being about obsession and maybe some other things, the devil could be about that idea of just repression in general. So it's not necessarily repressing yourself, but maybe you're also trying to repress or control other things about a situation.
Well, that's about NIMS, yeah. And so, but I do think he has some unorthodox ideas about, you and this, the potential for a relationship here. So I don't know what that means. At least that's the way things look like they stand right now. Good luck with that, Lena.
All right, good luck. And so we're on Libra.
Hi, Libra.
Libra's asking
What
about...
hidden messages do I need to know?
All right.
Okay, should we do mine for that?
Sure.
Go. Sonny is being very well behaved right now.
Don't forget to watch my show tomorrow. I tried to mention it earlier, but we kind of fell apart there. It's the outlook on the emotional exchanges. And if you are interested in emotional relationships and situations, I pull 3 cards for the elemental signs of the zodiac, and I try to find out what's coming towards you in love or relationships, why it is important, and where it may ultimately lead to. It's Fridays at 7 a.m. or anytime thereafter. Check it out. Yeah, I like hazelnut in coffee a little bit. She doesn't like it at all. She likes vanilla.
I don't know why hazelnut does not appeal to me. I just don't like the flavor. I never have. Some things I've changed my tastes on, like for example, I used to hate chamomile and hibiscus, and I love them now. I love both of them. But I never changed with hazelnut. And that's just with teas, I know I'm talking about now. But anyway, hazelnut and coffee? No. We go to this restaurant and they have some of those creamers that you can get, those, I don't know if they're carnation.
Coffee mate, I think.
Coffee mate.
Yeah.
And one of them's hazelnut and the other one's the vanilla. I always push that hazelnut away from me.
But I don't use like a whole one. I just sort of put a little dab in there and then maybe some regular cream. I don't need it strongly flavored.
All right. Let's see what we have here.
Which Hazel would not approve?
Which is... Okay. What hidden messages? Uh-oh. We got the Empress reversed.
So you like flavor, not coffee. Okay,
He
so the hidden
accuses
message.
me of that too, or that I like sugar and not coffee. I have a little coffee with my sugar or whatever, with my flavor.
The hidden message could be that maybe you need to think more about yourself in some respects, or that maybe there is a certain project or thing you've been putting off, something you could really put your talent or creativity into, but maybe you're just not able to see that, or you're just not feeling that. It's hidden from you.
You're kind of blocked right now as far as getting something moving going. I almost think that's what's hidden from you, but I can't rule out what Mr. O said. Maybe you need more of a break than you realize. Maybe you've been doing too much for others, Libra, and it's time to focus on yourself. Let's see how the other cards lead us before we get a final result on that. So
I want coffee now, guys. Who's got coffee for me?
What? You made wonderful tea, Mr.
I know,
O.
but I could drink that coffee with vanilla or hazelnut right now, too.
By the way, the Lions game this week is on Saturday night. So I'll be sitting with popcorn watching the game.
She likes stevia, but she dropped it because I think she just wanted to drop
I'm trying to drop a lot of the artificial sweeteners with my cancer.
Stevia was okay. I like it.
And I know that stevia is made from natural, but there were some things I read about stevia that kind of worried me, so I've kind of dropped it again. I've just gone back to plain sugar, and I don't put as much in as I used to.
Next card. Why
is that important? It's the Three of Swords reversed. Okay, so see, now I am starting to get a clearer picture here. Maybe it is about self-care. And why that's important is because you need time to heal. You need time to get back. Maybe you're feeling a little blue. Sometimes the holidays do that to us. And you really need some self-care right now. Doing some good, nice things for yourself. Oh my
I didn't
gosh.
have my chance to say anything.
Go ahead.
Fine, thank you. So, to me, like Banshee says, the holidays are difficult times for relationships. And, just watching Hallmark movies, it's like somebody always wants to break up with somebody around the holidays. That's so vogue. But maybe something like that has, in fact, happened. That maybe somebody is just a little bit off with you for the holiday season. They're not dropping you totally, but they're probably going to chill right now, and this says, you feel bad about that, but you need to heal yourself. That's why it's important.
By the way, I love honey. I love honey. I use it on pancakes and waffles over syrup. I love honey. Not so much in my tea, though, which is kind of crazy, I know. So where are things headed? Dun, dun, dun.
9 of Cups.
Yay!
It all works out.
It all works out, and I guess that's the thing. So you're wondering what's hidden from you. Doing nice things for yourself, taking care of you for once, putting yourself first. Why is that important? Because you need it to feel better, emotionally stronger and stable. And where is it heading? To really being able to manifest your wish and what you desire. You need to get yourself in that frame of mind in order to do so. And look at how that turned out. You want to add to that?
I think you can't add much to the 9 of Cups. Where this leads to is really you feeling the joy you want to feel. Whether it means you get your wish or whether it just means everything kind of rectifies. You feel that embrace of love, your kids, the holiday, anyone else that's special in your life. So in Lenormand, we get the snow fox, which is the fox, and we get the partridges, which is the bird. And I'm wondering if maybe messages come to you that tell you there's really a lot that's going to happen that will change the course of things, that maybe this could represent your own inner feelings to some degree, saying, you're just going to believe in yourself and the idea that you can pull, success back into your life here.
So awesome. I love that too. The birds and the fox. I feel here that, you will be connecting with people that will help you achieve something. It could be work related. It could be a project or goal you're working on. I think that, when you put yourself first, sometimes, others don't feel so left out. Others feel encouraged by seeing you at your best finally. And so, they're more than willing to help you and connect with you and help you progress forward in those instances. Am I looking? Or
No,
is
it's
it
the cards. They're too washed out.
It's still kind of washed out there. It just might be the cards.
Yeah. Because that one in particular is pretty light.
It's pretty light.
Do you think you're too dark now?
Nah. I am who I am.
You don't know who you are?
I am who I am.
Oh, well, that means you don't know who you are. I'm just saying.
I'm not sure.
All right, Libra.
I get that, but okay.
I know.
That's what we have for you, Libra. Good luck with that.
So Via's up, and Via's asked, Leo has finally unblocked him. Yay, we're happy. We're happy.
Wow.
We have been in contact with one another. What are Leo's intentions for you? Yeah, we want to know that. We definitely want to know that.
You're welcome, Libra.
You're welcome, Libra. All right, so I'm going to use the Night Sun Tarot for this one.
All right.
You are not Popeye, you're olive oil.
is Popeye.
Hey, you're really
Well,
old if you remember this very somewhat not used character from Popeye, Alice the Goon. Alice the Goon, strangest Popeye character ever.
I don't remember that.
She doesn't talk, and she looks really bizarre looking.
Huh.
She's got that sort of look without a mouth, you know.
Wow, Mr. O.
Let's Google it and put it out there.
I'll have to look for that. Yeah, making me wonder now.
You remember Alice the Goon? Aw, thank you.
Brutus.
I remember Brutus, of course.
Oh my God, my dad called you that. Called you what? Not Brutus.
Oh, okay, that's
Oh,
interesting.
Alice the
V.
Goon.
Are you reading what V is saying?
I went to the airport.
Alice
He bought me
the
a
Goon.
ticket to
People
see him.
remember Alice the Goon.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so he's unblocked you, but it still sounds like things are sort of, not quite.
Yeah, it still seems like some weird stuff going on there.
And of course, this is a perfect example of Mercury retrograde too. When you think about it, V, buying a ticket and then it has the wrong date or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
That is so Mercury retrograde. Mercury, to some degree, probably rules flight, air flight kind of stuff. Victoria might know better than I, but I have a feeling it could. Yeah, see?
Well.
See? Thank you.
Ah. Interesting.
Well, gee, are you a Scorpio then? With that knowing that secret stuff about
Wow,
him.
this is interesting. We'll get to that.
All right, I think I've shuffled them a nut.
All right, Mr. O, let's see what you've got.
The plot thickens, that's for sure. Okay, so 3 cards. So, V, our first card is the reversed 2 of Wands.
That's interesting.
That is very interesting. The next card is the upright Queen of Pentacles, and she's beautiful. She's just surrounded by nature. And then the final card is the Sun, and it's upright. What do you got, babe?
Well, I have the Scythe.
You're a Taurus, but your opposite sign
Which
is
is
in
interesting
fact,
because I
Scorpio,
think that
so you
Queen
have
of
some of that.
Pentacles is you. So it's interesting
Oh, yeah.
there.
The Queen of Pentacles is definitely you, Taurus.
And he's got to cut the goldfish out. We'll talk about that.
All right, so let's start at the beginning then. So there's a 2 of Wands reversed here.
That almost seems like plans gone wrong, right off the bat. The 2 of Wands. Something went wrong there. I don't think he deliberately tried to give you the wrong thing, but maybe now, maybe he's second guessing himself, but whatever it is, he needs to regroup and figure out what to do next. I really think that. I do think he has high regard for you. He thinks you're a caring, wonderful individual, looking at the Queen of Pentacles there, very nurturing, and I think there is some care there for you. I'll stop there while you catch up then.
Well, the 2 of Wands in a way could just maybe talk about his overall temperament or meme in life. Like maybe he's a person who never quite gets to start the plans he wants to. Something seems to interfere in some way or distract him. Maybe I'm getting that kind of vibe, like he just doesn't focus really well on new plans, or sometimes new plans don't happen exactly the way he thinks they should. But the Queen of Pentacles maybe says this about you more than him, is that he sees something sturdier in you maybe, and maybe one of the reasons why he appreciates you and feels for you is that you would be an element of stability for him. He's a Gemini, right? So Mercury going retrograde really has to affect him in a lot of ways.
So this is about intentions, right, towards V. So I think that, and what's...
Oh, he's a Leo. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
so sorry.
that's
Sorry.
right. He's a Leo.
Sorry.
Okay. What was the last card again, Sunny?
The Sun.
The Sun, upright, correct?
That's right.
Well, it looks as though maybe his intentions are to get things back on track. Maybe.
And of course, that is his card, being a Leo.
So, yeah, that's right. That's right, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe this is a positive sign that things will be moving in a more brighter direction. Or, I have a feeling this
The
could...
third party's the Gemini.
Right. You got it confused. You're right. I was going to say something about the sun. You distracted me. Wait a minute. Let me think. The third... Okay. Or you might be finding something out about his true intentions soon. Now, you mentioned there's a third party here, which is where I'm looking at possibly the Lenormand. And I'm seeing this psych that it's kind of... would you say that's pointing towards or away? Is it like...
I don't think it's really pointing towards it.
You think it is or no?
I don't.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Well, I think what he needs to do is consider reining in his wandering ways. I think he wanders, The fish is about abundance here, and what I'm thinking in a romantic question, relationship, it relates to maybe having more than one person they're interested in, or that they're into playing the field, and the psych means cut it out.
So when I look
Cut
at the
it
Two
out,
of Wands,
Robert.
though, reversed, I often remember that, when it's upright, it looks like a person who's looking out to sea. But in this context, it could be saying that maybe they aren't necessarily ready to kind of settle down in a way, that they really are sort of at odds.
Yeah.
But I do feel that there is a sense of trying.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
a sense
getting
of
that.
trying to do this.
Maybe he's trying to just, have the best of both worlds here still. He may find soon that that's not going to work out well for him. I mean, already some plans have gone amok with, the ticket situation. So...
Something fishy, Victoria says.
Something fishy. Yes, there could be still.
I can't say that this totally means that their intentions are totally pure. A lot of Leo's intentions are mostly for themselves. That's Leo. But it doesn't mean that they can't be deeply in love and deeply committed to somebody. This just sort of looks like maybe there's still a little bit of a question there, but it seems to be leaning towards a better outcome.
It does seem to be. Because I do feel that with the Queen of Pentacles here, he's looking at you differently or better. It's just that, maybe even with the Sun, I could say in some ways he wants the best of all his worlds here,
Yeah.
But I think, with the Two of Wands reversed here, he's going to find out how unworkable that kind of situation really is. So... I wish you luck with that. Keep us posted and, ask again as things start to unfold here. I wish you luck with that.
And Precious Thakji has joined us. Hi, Precious.
Hi, Precious.
All right, so that'll be your deck then, and it's Kara.
You've been added to the list. Hey, Kara, what you got for us? Freya have for you that you don't know. Well, I'm using my Grunge Tarot. Let's see what Freya has to say. Oh, man.
Yes, you can ask,
Cream
but your
de
turn
Mint.
won't be up for a few minutes at least.
Cream de
Precious.
Mint is awesome.
Actually, our moderator would like your question, and then we will handle it whether you remain here or not. You may just have to navigate back towards it.
So, we went to see Napoleon with friends this weekend.
Yeah, it was kind of a nice movie. I liked
It was
it.
a nice movie. We went
It was a
after our
different
show
kind of movie
on
in a way.
Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
After our live stream.
it was interesting.
Well, critics liked a lot of things about it. The attention to artistic detail, the acting was pretty good. I liked what one critic said about Vanessa Kirby, who played Josephine. They said she's so good with conveying a lot of emotion just with her eyes. And I thought that was really true.
I would have to say yes, especially in that movie. That
She's
would
a
be
darn
true.
good actress. But the other thing is, I think that Historically, there was a little bit of loose and play with some of the aspects, which I don't remember everything, but
Costumes, they were, I thought, good.
Everything was just really top rate. The costuming was great. The set design was great. The direction seemed to be good. The acting was good. There just may have been a few things that were a little bit over the top in a way.
Well, and some
but-
definite deviations from historical fact, but it's a historical fiction, so
yeah, it's historical fiction, so
just take it for what it is.
it is what it is.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you had
Okay. You
done
thought I
this
had it?
already. Okay, let's see. So are we doing my question for this, right? Yes, what does Freya have that you don't know? So let's see. Oh. Oh,
Go ahead.
the hangman is reversed. Freya wants you to come off that tree, Kara. Freya wants you to stop thinking and start doing. Start doing something, and don't come down thinking that,
This
that
is
the world owes you something.
This is funny because, of course, Freya is Odin's wife, and, of course, Odin is
Right.
often symbolized by hanging on the tree.
I know. I thought about that as I was
Yeah.
saying this. And, but don't think that the world owes you something. Now is the time for you to, spread your magic to others. Spread your, spread your knowledge to others. Make decisions, make choices, make moves that are important to you. There's no hanging around anymore. There's no sitting on the sidelines. It's time to get active, Freya says.
Freya may say you don't need to, make the kind of sacrifices that her husband did, because maybe, knowledge will come to you in a different way. You won't have to, have a trial to access the knowledge that you need. It may be able to find it through different ways.
Why is that important? The Seven of Cups upright.
Indeed.
Because Freya sees you just wanting this, wanting that, wanting this, wanting that. But you got to go for one or, some of them. And the best advice Freya would have for you, I think, in this case, is to go for the things that are most accessible to you right now. I don't go for the thing that seems to be most out of reach and frustrating. Go for something that you can achieve and build from there. This doesn't mean you have to stop with one thing, but it does mean that you have to focus on one thing at a time.
Yeah, Freya feels that, you want more things than you need to focus on at this time. That's what I think.
So where are things headed? Well, it's the Nine of Wands. Freya wants you to just be ready, be prepared for anything. And, you may have to stand up and fight for something actually that you want or believe in. But that's okay. So long as you're focusing on the one thing that's really important to you. If you must interrupt me for that.
I must. I interrupted you horribly, didn't I?
Yeah. All right, what do we got?
The moon and the key.
The moon and the key. So Freya, again, with the Nine of Wands, just wants you to be prepared for anything that comes your way. Because now that he's put out the Lenormand, I could say, because the key is that possibly there's something that you could do right now that would turn out really successful for you if you put your mind and your intent into it. Remember, on Twitter today and social media, we have the Magician card, which is all about manifestation and using the tools you have now to make magic happen. And I think she's saying that this is a time to move on something and you could make it happen.
I like this. I feel that this does lead to you more likely taking a stance, because it is important for you to focus more at this time. Freya thinks you need to focus on what that is. And it is the key to success. It is the key. And I get the feeling like maybe this is something that just will be emotionally really happy for you. It may involve a relationship. It may involve, some sort of connection with somebody or something else that really brings something important to you.
It may be a challenge or a struggle. The Nine of Pentacles, Wands can be
it's a struggle. You
about
have to,
that, but you can, if you're ready, you'll be able to tackle it. Freya says you've got this if you put yourself, if you put yourself all in and get down from that tree.
Well, you have to have a question for it, Victoria, that can be answered through that process. Do you want to explain that? She wants this reading.
Oh, she wants that reading?
Okay. The 1, 2, 3.
Well, basically, it's kind of like, they've asked a question in a number of ways that we could do this type of reading. It's, how do I want to explain this? I don't even know how to explain it. But basically, the first card can be, what's the message from a god, goddess? What's the message I need to know right now?
Or a dream.
That's one. Yeah, I had a dream. What's the message of the dream? And then the second card is, why is that important? And then the third card is, where are things headed? Something that I came up with, and it's become very useful under certain circumstances and with certain questions we get asked. So if you generally just, what do I need to know right now, is another good one that, we can do that for.
Yes, that's right too, Violet. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so Angel wants an oracle card, so I guess that's on you.
Okay. Let's see.
Ask nicely.
Well, let's use the auspicious symbols, shall we? Had this one out. I used it for a card of the day recently. It can be about luck and money and, good stuff, but it can also be about health. So let's just see what's going on here. Health and healing.
All right, so don't forget to watch Banshee's Material Matters on Sunday. Hey, most of the Tarot tribe just kind of downloads it and goes for it. We share coffee, tea, whatever, as well as insights of the reading. We're live in the chat room for this pre-recorded video at 10 a.m. Sunday mornings.
Oh, which hopefully we'll find time to film in between all my card reading tomorrow. Oh. And we're working out with the trainer. We got a new trainer at the gym. I don't know what he's got planned for us tomorrow.
I saw him when I went to the gym yesterday. He was with a client, so I just waved and said hi.
That's nice. Okay. I really did want to get to the gym again, but I didn't. But it's okay. I got my chair yoga in twice this week. Oh, all right. Let's see what we have for Mr. Rivera. Oh, hey, Angel. We've got the Green Man. Merge with the energy of Green Man to reawaken your connection to Earth and the environment. Okay.
That's right, Victoria. There's no excuse.
Rain, rain, rain. Well, we got sun tomorrow, they claim. I don't think it was sunny all day today like they had said, though. All right. So why did you get the Green Man? It says the Green Man springs from the earth to signal the potential and opening for renewal. Like an instant transport to springtime. Don't we wish? So I freeze here. Like an instant transport to springtime, the Green Man offers the potent healing power of nature. If you have forgotten how soothing and restoring nature can be, meet the Green Man outdoors and get reconnected in a new way. If you are already a devotee of nature, merge with this being to deepen and expand that energy for healing and prosperity. As you open to nature, healing, and renewal, you may notice a call to environmental work. This may be through environmental causes, recycling, using renewable energy, or other positive actions.
So I got a stork. So maybe this is a new thing. Maybe some new project that gets you out into nature is happening. But informing that is the storybook, which is the book.
With the librarian book.
And of course, the book talks about finding out things about gaining knowledge. So this may be saying that there is a certain knowledge gained about nature or aspects of nature that can help you with a new project or moving into some new situation with nature.
Well, it's interesting, sometimes campuses have green initiatives going on. So, you might get involved in a project on campus or in your community, a cleanup project, etc. But failing that, this could also just be reconnecting with that energy of the green man who offers healing and abundance. Definitely the green man, green, is all about abundance.
It's probably a little too late to plant tulip bulbs for next spring.
So it could be that, with the book and the stork here too, that there could be some new beginning for you, that may involve environment in some way or nature in some way, some project, something new. It could involve your workplace. Funny thing, Angel, I don't know about your campus, but the campus that I worked at had a nature center on it and had a lot of land that was part of the Henry Ford estate. And so there was just beautiful nature areas to walk through. We had eagles. We had all kinds of wildlife there. So if you have any areas like that, I know you're a runner, etc., that you could do some walking through. That might be just what the doctor ordered to get some healing and just to refresh you so that you can tackle some of the new projects and goals that might come up for you at work. That's one of the things I'm sensing here. So good luck with that.
Nice.
Okay. Awesome.
Hey, Victoria, I felt that way yesterday, or maybe it was Tuesday. I chickened out on going to my gym because it was just cold. I said it was towards the evening. I'm like, I'm not going to go in the evening. It's cold. It's 31 degrees.
I would have went one day with you. Was
though.
that Monday or Tuesday we were thinking of going?
Tuesday, but that's the day I backed out because I just...
out. And I would have done it even with my chair yoga that day. I was going to just do some aerobics. But I'm okay. My back is better. I'm just very sad because the other Mercury retrograde thing that happened today, I was led to believe that possibly my health insurance would still cover my chair yoga at the Y, which is no longer honoring silver sneakers. But now I'm not sure because I got a huge runaround today by both silver sneakers and my insurance. And the Y was supposed to get back to me to tell me what this is about, but they never did. So I've been left hanging, and I have a feeling I'm going to have to dump the chair yoga. I won't be able to go come January, so I'm disappointed again. So a little frustrating. I'm hoping it's not true. Maybe some good word will come in. But today was a big, messy day again.
Victoria's question is there. Is that one that we can do through your reading?
Oh, Victoria is up, isn't she? Yeah. So that's what we have for you, Angel. Good luck with that. And you're very welcome.
Shall I read it for you? Because you won't find it easily.
I see it. Been working with a lot of groups that all say pay you later. Will I be receiving an actual freaking paycheck from anyone? I don't know if we can do that reading. Well, let's do what we need to know about that.
What do we need to know
and why
about
is it
whether you'll
important
get paid?
and where is it heading? Let's try it. You can
Okay.
use your cards, right?
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to use the Deviant Moon Tarot.
Yeah.
Because you're such a deviant.
Oh, my.
Me. I'm saying that to myself. I like this deck. Wes, basically, is it someone's intention to pay you later?
Oh, man. That is just not right.
Will you be finding out about a payment soon?
Well,
How do you want to ask that?
I'm doing it my way, and I explain that. I
Say
went
it
through the
again
whole
for
thing.
me. Don't
Okay.
don't
What do
bicker
you
with me.
need
Say
to
it.
know about this situation?
Thank you. Well, the Three of Cups says there'll be something to celebrate about.
Well, hopefully that means a paycheck's coming, Victoria. I'd like to think so. The Three of Cups indicates maybe some collaborations will start paying off for you. So these groups that you are working for, maybe something is going to come through. Looks like there will be a reason at least to celebrate.
If there are friendly connections involved, or if there are friendly networking kind of things, partnerships, that adds to that emphasis. So anything where this is maybe something that has a collaborative sense to it, that means it's paying off or that it's lucky.
So why is this important?
And it is the Five of Cups. And
Because
it's
you've
upright.
been disappointed.
Well, it's important because, right, you've often felt that people don't fully appreciate you. They feel like it's half and half. Like people feel like some of the things you do are good, but then some of the other things they just don't get it, or they're not seeing the value there. So it's important because you need to feel better about the whole process rather than just parts of it.
I'm not quite going that route, but close. I would rather just say, because that's the Five of Cups. I'd rather say with the Five of Cups that you're feeling disappointed about this. You feel like, I've earned my money. I've done the work. When's the pay coming? Give me the beef. Where's the beef? And so I feel that this is just you looking at that. But rest assured, something will come through because there's two cups still standing in the Five of Cups generally.
You need to see the money. Show me the money, basically.
I think you'll see something. It may not be all that you had anticipated, but I think something is going to come. So where's this heading? Let's hope the right way. Oh, I guess it is. Oh. Well,
it's the moon reversed. You're going to find out.
You're going to find out. It's going to be revealed to you soon that something, I personally feel it means that something is coming, but we got to check the Lenormand here, and I've still been shuffling it.
Show me the money. That's right, Violet.
All right.
Show me the beef.
Let's see.
Where's the beef?
It's a snow fox.
Oh, snowy fox. We're sorry.
And it's a scythe.
Ah! He's stabbing the snow fox. No.
Well, what I would say here is that I do feel still that something is going to come through for you. No doubt about that. Because you do have a reason to celebrate here. You really do. But I wonder if you're going to realize you're going to have to cut ties with somebody who's not, paying you. Just not paying you.
So it could just be that maybe the sense here of a partial thing happening, like you'll get some of the pay, but some of it won't happen, and maybe there's some technical reason why they're delaying it or why they're trying to find a way to keep it from you. That's what I sort of feel here is like something tries to cut that away from you. You'll find what this is about, though, that maybe if it's either underhanded or if it's just a part of a technicality of some sort,
Something you need to know is going to be revealed. And I mean, it could be about getting paid, or it could be about this other facet that somebody's just can't pay you or can't pay you right now. Or
I want that, Kara. Sorry. Spinach.
Yeah. Just a few minutes, I would have been done with the reading, and you could have responded to that. So, again, I just feel here that this is not about cutting a paycheck, but being cut out of a paycheck, maybe. But I don't think that's the whole story in this reading here.
There's more going on.
There's something else that's going to come through for you. You said you're working with a number of groups. So somebody's going to pay you, okay? I think you're going to definitely get that. So good luck with that.
Good luck.
Got to take the good with the bad sometimes, I'm afraid. Okay, what's this pizza thing now? What is this?
But if you cross our palm with a little more silver, no.
I don't know. I mean, I like Alfredo. Oh, thin crust white pizza with spinach. I like spinach on a pizza. That would be okay with me. I don't know. You know, white sauce. I'm yes and no on, kind of. I like pizzas with barbecue sauce on them. Oh, that's really good to me. Chicken, like with some chicken on it and barbecue sauce.
I like
Yes.
those. I like those. All right, so Sun Empress is up.
Hey, son.
And Sun Empress question is, how will my first Christmas with my person be?
Oh, okay.
Yum.
How will my first
Ooh, that sounds
Christmas
good,
with my
Victoria.
person be? Okay. Here's this for you. This for me. The Dream Keeper's Tarot. Hey,
You're welcome.
Victoria. Garlic rub, no sauce. No sauce? What? Sun-dried tomatoes. Okay.
I love it.
I'm a meat eater. I'm a carnivore, but I try to focus more on chicken now. I had some beef today. We went out, but I don't eat as much as I used to. I try to eat more chicken.
Yeah, we don't
fish.
eat as much red meat as we used to. We eat more chicken, more fish.
Yeah.
I'm trying to try things that are more Wally vegetarian, but I'm always worried about my protein requirements. And I know how to find protein. It's just if I'm eating out, I don't always see what I want there for that. But that's okay. I don't think I'm going to die from it.
You know me. I like Detroit style pizza, so like I'm all in on the sauce. And nice caramelized pizza crust. Thick crust.
Of course, there are plant proteins. I know all about that stuff. I read Diet for a Small Planet back in the 70s.
Oh, you are so
I was a
enlightened.
vegetarian. In fact, before I met you, I was a vegetarian for about
It is
2
true.
years. Mm-hmm.
And you were for a little while with
She
me.
dragged me
I did
back.
not. Don't believe him.
I only want to eat
Don't
dead
believe
mammals.
him.
She said, I only want to eat dead mammals.
Don't believe him.
Yes, she did.
Don't believe him. He had his choices. All right. Well, so what will the first Christmas be like? Okay, it's the world reversed, which, by the way, is not the end of the world when it's reversed. Just saying. And then we have the Seven of Cups.
Maybe you're going to Australia. You're going under the world.
And we have the Seven of Cups upright.
Yeah, I think you are.
And we have Strength reversed. I don't think that's even a negative card here.
No.
But let's see what we got. What do we got? Oh, look at that. Everything looks shiny and bright. Would you please put out your Lenormand? Thank you.
Pretty, please, please. Star.
He's not getting that from an Aries.
Yeah, well, you're not going to get the star for me.
Ooh. But you already think you are my star.
No, I think I'm my own star.
Ah, I would agree.
You may be my lucky star, 'cause you shine
No, you should say,
so
I
bright
may be my own
wherever
lucky
you
star.
are. Shine your heavenly body. All right.
Oh my God. Now, can you imagine that romantic song?
Why do you think she stuck with it for 42 years?
Oh yeah, baby. Give me more of that.
I'll take request. What do
Oh
you
my
want?
God.
No Lawrence Welk.
Okay. Back to the reading at hand. I'm sorry, Sun Empress. Forgive. But at any rate, you know, the world is just saying this is just the beginning. You know, your first Christmas with your person will be just the beginning. You know, it's like there's still, you know, things that will unfold in time. I think that you know, maybe it also could indicate that some plans might get a little bit delayed. Maybe there were certain things that you wanted to do, a trip or something like that, and you'd rather staycation at home instead, something like that. But I don't see anything major there. And that's really the only, I feel, possible glitch in the reading here. The other card, oh God, I've already forgotten it. What is the middle card, Mr. O?
It's the Seven of Cups.
Yes, okay. It may be that you guys just have lots of, activity and things that you want to do. Maybe it's kind of hard to decide and focus on any one. Maybe there'll be a lot of commitments, each of you having family ties or commitments or, engagements with friends. And so you're kind of being pulled in a few different directions here. But hey, having plans is better than having no plans.
I like this card, Sun Empress. I think that Banshee's right, what she said. The idea maybe that it's a good start and you feel like there's just more to go.
Yeah.
Like you sort of feel like we've only just begun.
No.
Okay.
Stop it.
Wait till I get around to Kara's request for Boy George.
Oh, no. Stop it, Kara. Don't encourage.
But I do feel that a lot of this will involve the idea that although you are together, you're spending this time together, you still have choices to make. And if it's Christmas time, that means you have choices that you're making into the new year. So a lot of this is really good, is like coming together and realizing as a team where you can build your world by making the right decisions, by looking at the choices and making the right decisions, and just kind of keeping in mind that sometimes love is stronger than other emotions, and that sometimes you have to be willing to compromise. You can't have everything your way, and that goes for each of you, that sometimes you can't force things to happen. You just have to work with each other.
I like that. In other words, each of you will have a lot of things you may want to do together, but don't try to push your agenda on each of you should try not to push your agendas on each other and try to give each other the breathing space you need together. For example, maybe it's too soon to meet the parents, etc., something like that. So let things unfold naturally and pace yourself during this holiday. Don't try to do too much. I see with the Strength card, reversed in the Seven of Cups upright, that could be a possibility here. But it's all good ultimately, because I really feel like there's a lot of hope and there's a lot of destiny attached to this relationship. Whether it withstands the test of time will tell. But I think here that it is off to a very positive start.
You know what I get out of those final two cards, the key and the star, is I think they refer back to the Seven of Cups.
Oh.
That another way of looking at the Seven of Cups is saying, out of all the choices you made, you are probably choosing the right one. And of course, when I think about all the questions you ask us about Derek and Domino or whoever they are, in joke there, it is really about figuring out what is the right one, what is the right choice for you.
I like it. I like what he said there. But there's a lot of hope. There's a lot of positive energy here in this reading. So I wish you luck with that, son.
And now for Kara. Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? Wah, wah, wah.
What was the song we were singing earlier?
We?
Yeah.
You mean you were singing too?
It was the one that
when
you
I
started
sing, I don't hear you.
It was the one that you started singing, but it's my favorite song.
I don't remember.
What are words for?
Oh, that one.
When words don't... How's it go?
I'm going to turn off the mic.
Sing it, Mr. O.
Somebody else has to request it.
No, because I want to know what are words for when I tell him to stop singing and he keeps singing.
No use singing at all.
There you go.
Oi, indeed.
Even Sonny left. Sonny's like, I've had enough of that voice.
I already gave him my autograph, so he didn't need to stay.
All right. Well, that's what we have for you, Sun Empress. I wish you luck with that. Alicia is up if Alicia's here.
She probably got scared away. Any changes in my
crazy.
stocks next week? Sorry, stubborn. Hey, being stubborn is good. Right. I'm going to
Oh, she
use...
posted her question.
Yes,
Okay.
I see it there.
There it is. Any changes in my stocks next week? Okay. I just had to talk to my investment guy today, and he said the stocks have been doing, mine anyway, have been performing fairly well, my investment. I just have a small, minor one. He's got the big bucks there, but this particular one was from an old job I worked at. And
Alicia, I love you. Thank you.
so I hope
somebody
the
that finally
stock market
appreciates
did
my singing.
the stock market did fantastic yesterday. Then and I made some money yesterday on that too. I don't know what it ended up doing today, but it was pretty inspiring.
You bet against the market.
No. Oh no, Alicia, no, don't encourage him.
What's your song you want me to sing?
Sonny just came back because he thought maybe Mr. O is done now.
What can I sing for you, Sonny? Look at that. He says, sing it, Mr. O. Sing it.
All right. Okay. Oh, it's your deck. I was shuffling mine, and you didn't even stop me.
I was too busy doing my work.
All right, now I gotta focus on this. Well, see, your singing just totally blows my mojo.
So I'm just going to pull 3 cards rather than doing a yes or no. We can always do a yes or no later.
'Tis the season to be goofy, Violet. At least here.
Don we know. Okay, Alicia. The reversed Ace of Cups. That's your first card. The reversed 3 of Cups. Oi indeed. And then another 3, the upright 3 of Wands.
All right.
Which is actually okay.
Well, it's
Catching that wave.
interesting.
It is interesting because that's almost a stock market analogy. Catching the right wave, catching the flow. 3 of Wands.
Let's throw these out there. You can think about that a
So
little bit.
here's the house or home. And here's the North Pole, which is the crossroads.
Got some interesting stuff here.
So Ace of Cups and 3 of Cups reversed sort of are kind of a downturn. Maybe this is saying something you really want to happen. You love this. You're hoping for this. Is slow or is possibly delayed for some reason, or it needs something. It's not necessarily not working out, but it's not clear that it will work out.
Well, it's interesting to me because of what you said there, betting against the stock market. I don't know if you're disappointed in some move or maneuver or not making a move or maneuver at the right time. That Ace of Cups reversed here indicates something went awry and you're disappointed. And the 3 of Cups reversed to me indicates that maybe it's possible that more than one person was involved in this situation. Like, you could be getting some, and I mean, this is up and coming. Maybe it hasn't happened yet because you're asking about this week ahead. That you're disappointed in working with somebody over this. Maybe you're not getting the timely advice you'd hope for or the right advice. And so it just seemed, or maybe you can't reach them. This is I think that Three of Cups card could definitely be kind of a Mercury retrograde card here.
Well, because the question was about the stocks and how they're performing, this could be the kind of thing that affects other people because, of course, obviously you're not alone in the market there, that there may be other people who will be affected by a downturn too, especially if they're in the same markets or investments that you're in.
Wreck the halls with bouts of folly. I like that. Nice one, Kara. And so the Three of Wands is up right here. I do think things will right themselves, Alicia. Yeah. Maybe, hopefully, by week's end. I'm thinking.
Well, could it suggest an opportunity?
It could.
Like
or a strategy, maybe a new approach that could bring and generate some.
Like maybe your advisor tells you to move them into a different, market or portfolio. Because it's about catching a wave, catching an opportunity.
It can be. I do think there's some strategy still attached here. But it's also saying, a lot of times the Three of Wands is about something coming through. Something is coming through for you, and it's allowing you now to look forward to the future and what moves you're going to make next. So that's why I kind of think there might be a little bit of a rebound for you this week.
So in a way, it kind of suggests why this is here, because maybe you are at a crossroads, but eventually it is going to move to something more comfortable, something that you can appreciate.
Well, or this is just saying, with the crossroads in the home, remember, can also be about security and stability. So, your comfort, you want to make sure your money is doing well and is comfortable there, where it's at. And so what I'm sensing here with the crossroads is, you want to make the moves that are going to really ensure stability and security right now. Because as I was talking to my financial guy, I just said to him, the market is just still very volatile to me. You don't know where it's going to go. I think with some of the things that have been going on with interest rates going down and some changes happening with the economy, that maybe things are starting to even out a little bit, level off, and that maybe some of the money can be recouped again.
Didn't we just hear yesterday that the stock markets ended at the highest?
Yes, that's what I said.
It was like a big win.
It was a very good day.
Yeah. So hang in there.
Yeah, so I think things are going to work out by week's end. You'll see a little bit of a rebound. But everything you do with that crossroads in that house, approach things with your stability and security in mind here. Making sure that, you maybe want to move some stocks out of more risky environment and put it in a more, kind of one of those that aren't at that much risk for failure or loss at this time, since there's still a lot of volatility until we're sure of the direction things are going, because the housing market is still a big, huge mess, but other things are improving. So we'll see what the future holds. Good luck with that, Alicia.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful, and since we have nowhere to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Oh my gosh. Boy.
Why not?
Hey, you're welcome. Okay, so Precious did not leave a question?
Don't know.
So hopefully they're here. But I got me some corn for poppin'. Or I will come Saturday for the Lions game.
Well, we're a little ahead of the game. I don't think we have tons of readers left or readings left.
No, that's it, except for Violet, I think.
So I will mention that, of course, we are back on Sunday from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And, of course, don't forget to watch Goth, Tarot. Don't forget to watch Happy Hour on Saturday. Don't forget to watch the Exchanges tomorrow. Don't forget to watch Material Matters on Sunday.
Well, you know what, Violet?
Oh my goodness, you're the
why
last
don't we
one?
read for you, and if Precious comes back, since
Or
we're
anyone.
not in overtime,
Or anyone.
we can fit them in.
Yeah. That they won't.
Okay.
She, they.
Oh, what Christmas blessings are coming.
To poop, to pop. And I ain't... There's Precious.
Oh, hi, Precious. Okay, we've got Precious.
We're going
Let's
to do
that
Precious first, of course.
Yeah.
Thanks, Precious.
Trying to get into a certain community. Am I going to be accepted? Let's throw 3 cards on that first. We'll do a yes, no if we need it.
All right. Hey,
It's your
Precious.
deck, right? Or am I wrong?
I thought I used it
Okay.
for the last one, so
I
it's
just didn't
your
put this away.
deck.
Okay. So that means it's time for this one. All right.
And I just want everybody to know that if you haven't hit the like button yet, you could hit it now.
All right. You want to do the Lenormand?
Mm-hmm. I do.
Sunny is laying on my wand.
Toby, if you're still here, tell Sonny to get off of the wand.
Okay. It's the Four of Wands reversed. It's not a bad card either way. The Hanged Man, though, is reversed. Oh, and the Knight of Cups is reversed. Well, let's see what you've got with the,
Knight of Cups. So the Yule log, which is considered the coffin in
Not
Lenormand.
sure I like this.
And the stocking. Well, I'm looking at the question. I've been trying to get into a certain
Yeah.
community. Am I going to be accepted? There's definitely a community vibe because of that Four of Wands there. The Four of Wands can sort of suggest a community of your home or of family community around you. It's reversed, but that's not necessarily very bad. It just may sort of signify the idea that your entry into this community is not necessarily for sure. You may be more on the outside waiting or trying to get in.
Well, and the Hanged Man reverse sort of indicates to me that some decision is going to be reached. It's not telling me which way it's going in and of itself, which is why I may want to do a yes,
or
no. But I will say that there's a couple things that are a bit worrisome in this reading. But the Hanged Man reversed is indicating that people are about to share maybe their perspectives or views, on this, whether you're going to fit in or be accepted or not. And, the Knight of Cups is reversed here, which kind of is worrisome to me. There may be some disappointment with the outcome of this, or there may just be one person, it could just be one person who is being problematic about this.
Well, Precious, you say you want to get into this community, but I'm almost wondering if maybe at some point here you may think otherwise, and that maybe the Hanged Man suggests that maybe you will feel disenchanted with this idea, or that you won't feel there's a value there for you, and consequently you don't feel moving in that direction feels good. Now these things could still be happening, but you still might want to get in there, but maybe these represent little ideas coming to you that you'll have to consider. I'm not saying that they're warning signs, but they may be things to consider about whether or not you will really feel accepted, like you
or
belong.
even feel happy there once you are. I mean, that could also be indicated by, this particular combination of cards. The one thing that really bothers me the most in this reading, let me grab my wand a minute here,
I know
sorry,
you're going to say
Sonny,
this.
is the Lenormand. Because the Lenormand almost indicates that something joyful could be coming to an end. That's the coffin card, is about endings. And so I feel here that, this is something about happiness and joy, and it just seems like it might be coming to an abrupt end. Now, does that mean that once you're accepted, you're not happy there? Or does it mean that you're not accepted and that's making you unhappy?
Does it mean that maybe this group or community itself comes to an end for some reason?
I don't know. That's a good point. The Four of Wands is never necessarily a bad card. When it's upright, though, it's more about a joyous celebration and a gathering of like-minded people or people celebrating together something. But this is reversed here. And I almost think the pleasures and joys are more personal than with a group. And so that's why I'm just wondering if this is leading in the right direction for you or not. Now remember, the tarot is only a snapshot in time and things could change. So I want to say that maybe this is just a temporary issue and it's going to take some time to work it out. Let's do a yes/no and see what
we will do
get
the yes or no, but being honest, this could also just allude to the idea of the hardship or the difficulty of getting into the community, and maybe the idea that because there are challenges to that you do have that sense of disconnectedness or not feeling like maybe it's right. So it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen, but it could be indicating how you're feeling about the struggle in general.
So we're going to do one more thing for you here and see
It's
where
called
the
our yes
cards
or no.
are leaning on this. More specifically, just asking if you will be accepted.
But like we say, though, all these things are a snapshot in time. And of course, legally, we can't say anything other than the fact that this is entertainment. But what we hope to accomplish is for people to think about what we said and maybe to make you think about other things that we're not necessarily covering, but maybe we allude to. It's just really to help you kind of clarify for yourself. Don't give me those dirty looks.
That was very clear.
But when the cameras turn off and the lights turn low, no one knows what Mr. O is going to do to Banshee. And then she says, "Don't hurt me."
Oh my God, he's bringing tears to my eyes.
Yes, because your ears hurt.
With that bad singing.
Because your ears hurt.
Oh dear.
Hi, Divine. No, we'll squeeze you in. We'll squeeze you in right after the one we're doing right now.
But that's it. We'll cut it off after Divine.
Yes, Violet. Divine's the last person. Hope you're doing okay this evening.
All right. Let's see what we have here. All right. I gotta count them out. Oh boy.
Your timing is great because we're just finishing up with somebody, Divine. By the way, you were suggested to me on Facebook, and I don't know if you go to Facebook, but it was in your real name. And I said hi to you, but I didn't ask you to be my friend. But I just want to let you know that I'm looking at you on Facebook.
Well, back to the reading here, because this is kind of important. I think that it's not a definite no, but there is some issues here for sure. The card in the middle is the only ace. We look for aces. We pull a number of cards. Hi. We pull a number of cards and we look for aces. And depending on how many aces there are, that will tell us whether it's a yes, no, or leaning towards yes or leaning towards no. And then if there are other cards that come up, we can tell you about them. The first, could you put that card in the middle, please? Because I think that's important. Thank you. The Nine of Swords was the first one that I drew upright. And then the Tower, I'm going to let you go first with this. The Tower reversed is the other card here. Definite, not so great stuff here that I think Mr. O will tackle. Go ahead.
Well, it is leaning towards no as a yes or no. That doesn't mean it's totally no,
Right.
but there may be some factors that seem to tilt it that way.
There's obstacles.
The Nine of Swords indicates that maybe there's something about this community that will cause some anxiety, or maybe it is you yourself feeling the anxiety because you want to get into this community. But I sort of see it as a factor to the question. So maybe, this is about appearances. Maybe you are being looked at for some relative calmness or security, or maybe they're saying that there is some point of anxiety about the question. You can feel it because you feel like you really want to be there. The Tower is a more troubling card because it's reversed, and the Tower seems to suggest that ego is sacrificed in some respect, and you don't even realize what it is you need to take away from that. You may not feel what you should have learned here or what you should have done differently. It sort of feels like there's a crushing defeat of some sort, or something doesn't work out for you, and you're kind of left clueless in a way. And of course, this could just be the way the situation plays out. That maybe if they didn't accept you, you might be feeling these feelings rather than them being contributing factors necessarily.
I think there's a lot of, that was very good. I think there was a lot of worry and anxiety associated, with trying to get into this group. And, maybe some of that is unfounded. Maybe you're worrying too much about the importance of this for you. And maybe if you lighten up a little bit, that might help. But, there is something going on here. I feel that the Tower reverse could indicate that the outcome may, especially since it's leaning towards no, may not be, what you want, what you had hoped for. And you may feel like you have to start from scratch all over again, either to get in this group or find another place that you truly belong in. What you need to focus on, though, is what is the takeaway from all of this? What have you learned by going through this whole process here? Because if you don't take in the message of what happens here, whichever way it goes, you're bound to repeat it again. You're bound to repeat a negative cycle over again if you don't take in what lesson you need to learn from going through this with this group. And if it is causing you so much fear and anxiety over whether you're going to be accepted or not, you have to determine what it is truly worth to you.
I like that. I think that's really good. That's a really good takeaway, that some of this could just be about, your feelings of being rejected or of not being able to get there.
So it does sound like there are some definite obstacles for you to get there. This does not mean you should quit trying. But because, hey, we are the masters of our own fates. The cards are just a snapshot in time. They tell you what you might be facing. So if you're facing opposition, or maybe it looks like a struggle, do what you need to do to try to ingratiate yourself more into this group. And try not to act stressed or worried about it. Try to just be confident and cool. Like whatever happens, then I'm going to accept it. It wasn't the right time. This isn't the right group. You will be able to process this and be able to move on. So we wish you luck, Precious.
Right. I just want to remind you, Precious, that this does not mean
right.
Absolutely no. It just means it's sort of looking closer to that this time.
Yeah.
Banshee's got some wisdom for you, though, so hopefully that worked out. And Sun Empress, as you know, it was a few readings back, so hopefully you'll be able to rewind to that. And Divine, I like your question. I'm going to be handling that with my deck. So
You're like the third reading back from this one, son.
All right, so I'm going to use my Nefertari deck once again. What should I expect next year? Higher power message for me. This jumped out.
Did it?
Yeah. It fell, so I'm just going to show it. It was justice reversed. So it could be indicating, that maybe there is a legal situation that you won't like how it works out, or that you will be challenged in some way legally. But I'm not going to say it is part of the reading that we're doing for you. It just kind of fell out. So it could be a factor on the way that this is saying, too, that how you apply the higher message could be not to feel that everything is fate necessarily, that there may be some things that just are going to happen without it being fate, unexpectedness. But let's ask the actual question. And boy, I could use a cough drop, but you don't have one.
Actually, I do.
Why, thank you. Getting late in the night here, eh?
Yeah, we were doing so well. Blah, 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 singer. All right. So, should we do my reading for that, did you say, or no?
I didn't say, but we could.
We could, actually.
Feeling totally clueless. What should I expect next year? Okay, so the first card, what should you expect next year? And it's the reversed Four of Cups.
Opportunity.
So this is an opportunity, right? This is maybe saying really that after a period of time that may involve contemplation or other factors related to you not addressing this directly, that time comes. And that what you may find is that there is an opportunity for you to consider.
Whatever happens in the next year, and you're clueless right now, but keep your eyes open, because opportunities for growth or advancement, or maybe just a change in your life, a radical change in your life, is coming. So just keep your eyes open for opportunities that could present themselves. And why is that important?
And it's the Seven of Coins reversed.
Because it's time to move on from something.
It's time to move on from something.
It's time to move on from something that you feel is not worthy of your time or effort anymore. And so you feel like you need to move to something else.
The Seven of Coins could be talking about situations where you feel you have done as much with them as you can. There may be something still more to do, but you're not feeling like you're the one to do it, or you're just not feeling like you're really drawn to that. There are other things for you.
And where is this heading?
The Two of Coins upright. And the Two of Coins upright is a good way to end this, because I think it says you achieve the sense of balance you want. It may not indicate that everything goes exactly the way you want, but you feel like you really are handling things. You really feel like if there are pressures, you can weigh them against each other, or you can align parts of yourself from an energy perspective to address the things in a priority fashion if you need to.
I feel like where things are heading is you feel more an ability to hold your own, that you'll keep things together better, that there'll be a little bit more balance in, the different areas of your life. Your work-life balance will improve tremendously. And we have the key here. Yay! This came up together before for someone. And the
but in the other order.
In the other order. Which indicates here to me, Divine, as clueless as you may feel right now, don't lose hope. There's hope for you. There's destiny. It's almost as if the way things are going right now, whether you can see it or not, your destiny is unfolding. And there's going to be, a lot of positive energy and a return of hope.
These meanings could apply to what you're saying there, Divine, that you want them to let you go. This could be saying that really, especially with the middle card, I think, the Seven of of coins reversed, that could talk about a cessation of something, and then therefore the idea of moving forward with something else. And you have such a strong feeling about wanting to get back to India because it really is personally balancing. And pentacles often have to do with more than just money. They often talk about security, feeling secure in your life. Not necessarily safety, but it could involve safety. But the idea that things really are resolved or where you want them to be. They're not in a free fall. And so I do think that the key is really to keep focusing on what you want. What you want.
Right.
If you don't want to be working, then you don't have to.
Yes.
And that's sort of the Four
of Cups.
The Four of Cups there is saying focus on what you want to focus on.
Focus on the opportunities you want to tackle. You can say no. In other words, you're perfectly right to say no, but it looks as though this opportunity that we're talking about, it could come from your company. Maybe they'll let you work remotely from India. Maybe you don't want that. You have a right to say no, but I do feel like there may be some other opportunity that comes your way that will be more beneficial towards you, because to me, it does sound like you might be letting them go.
It does.
Yeah. So good luck with that. That's what we got for you. Good luck with that.
I bet you will.
All right, Violet
the
wanted
cards
to know
really
what
say
Christmas
that.
blessings are coming her way. Yule Christmas blessings, of course. Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
And that would be there.
Yeah.
I bet that's what you want.
More. All right. Uh-oh. Well, Victoria would approve of this card, but I don't think you will.
Tower.
Seven of Swords, upright. And the Hierophant. Gonna need to see those. Yeah.
Midnight Moon
Oh.
and the Child.
Wow, it's kind of interesting. Definitely. So, I don't want you to get too upset about the Tower here. I think that the lessons from Yule and the season is about, how to build a stronger foundation for yourself. How to build, a better situation or life for yourself. And it's taking in some of the lessons you have maybe from this past year gone through. I almost think the Tower is here as the first card to say that you need to really assess some of the crises you've managed in this past year and the lessons and takeaways from that. Those can end up being your blessing during this season. Because remember, the Tower is up right here. So to me, it's about building better now. It's about building something stronger. You can let the old year now crumble away and build better new.
Well, the Tower certainly is also about clearing the air in a way, clearing things that no longer work, things that maybe call your bad ego decisions into question, make you realize you can do better. So it's clearing the air to do better, to learn the lessons or to integrate the lessons that you know you need to know.
And with the Seven of Swords here, I think that this is saying it's a time to really look at this with an honest, open-minded assessment. You know, this is a time to get honest with yourself and maybe dig deep. Because, you know, sometimes when we just look at the surface level, we aren't seeing the whole picture here. The Seven of Swords upright often indicates keeping things within, you know, and holding things in. Well, you know, I think this combination of cards here is indicating to me that you have to dig deep to really, you know, understand what it is you need to take away from your experiences in this past year.
Is it possible that something is being blocked on your part, that maybe you don't want to acknowledge this lesson, maybe, or that maybe there's somebody else who somehow creates an atmosphere where you don't necessarily understand it? And of course, in your case, it doesn't have to be other humans. Maybe, you know, there could be some reason why Uncle Alan or Dimmy or somebody else sort of doesn't exactly let you see that. Maybe is sort of keeping that as a challenge for you. I mean, maybe the challenge relates to that maybe there's something you do have to try harder to see and not lose the ego part of that situation in it.
And you know, what's interesting to me is the final card. I could look at this a couple of different ways here. And one of them is consult with your guides. Consult with your wisdom team, you know, whether it's Dimmy, whether it's Uncle Alan, whether it's connecting with Estrella energy, and try to get them to provide you with some signs, some messages, some answers as to where things are going, if they appear hidden from you, you know. I also look at this card to say, too, that all in all of this is leading to you acquiring more knowledge that you can use moving forward into the new year. You know, what you've been through in this past year, once you've uncovered the lessons and the takeaways you need to from all of that, will make you much better prepared for 2024. And I want to talk about the other cards in a different way here, the Lenormand, but I'll let Mr. O. Do you want to chime in on the Hierophant, or did you already?
I didn't yet, but I'm gonna. I think as the final card to the reading, the Hierophant to me sort of suggests that some of this, you know, issues are about how you look at yourself as either being that conventional person or whether or not you're willing to kind of break from the crowd a little bit. That sometimes you may feel you wrestle with that could be part of the process is how you appear to others or how you appear to people that are most important to you, or maybe even your spirit helpers, that you may be trying to maintain some sort of appearance, and maybe this is part of the question too, that maybe somehow this has to change.
So the Lenormand is another thing that I could take in a number of different directions here. So like whatever resonates with you. But when I see the child, I know an Aries is not going to want to hear this, but baby steps, you know, and you'll achieve success. You will be able to integrate all these lessons to help you move forward and be much wiser in 2024. That's one way. But another way is just looking at the season, the celebratory season. I think the joy, you know, that it brings is very childlike, you know. I think you're going to enjoy, you know, the season. You're going to feel very happy and pleased with, you know, the holidays itself up and coming. They're going to make you feel good, you know, regardless of what you have been through in this last year. And also, as another side note, I think the joy that you see from your little one, you know, during this holiday season too, is a lot of happiness. And, you know, I think you'll be very, very successful in making LB have an absolutely wonderful, you know, holiday experience.
You know, it's kind of interesting because it sort of seemed like we didn't really talk about very many joyful things, like just
I know.
these are the questions that are coming, like it's almost like your own version of the Christmas Carol with three ghosts coming at you. But
And you
these
did
cards,
that reading, The Ghost of Christmas Past. I haven't showed Mr. O them yet. So that's interesting.
but these cards really are sort of separate from that. So while you may be wrestling with, your head and what's coming in your head, the idea though of actual joy at Christmas time is present here in the Lenormand. I think it's exactly what Banshee says, especially considering the little bit. Look at that little bit.
This time of year, and especially with Mercury retrograde, as we go inward, when we do during Yule and stuff like that, it can bring up a lot of stuff. Don't let that stuff overwhelm your holiday spirit, Be constructive about it. Really search for the lessons from all of it. Because there are some. And with the Tower upright, I'm confident that you will be able to process things that you should in order to move forward and be much wiser in 2024. So, kind of a mixed bag here. But it's not all bad. It's not all bad. So I wish you luck with that. Woo! Well, with that, no, we're done. And it's 9:01.
Wow.
What?
How odd that is that we actually finish on time.
Well, we've been more often than not on a Thursday lately. But, yeah, so awesome.
I'm sorry if I was a little distracted there. I was trying to answer some of Divine's questions too, but I think I kind of got where I wanted with that. I really did feel that the actual part of your question is more resolved by the Lenormand. The other things seem to talk about what you can work on, and maybe that's where the joy comes, is when you feel you've really resolved
When you
those
feel
things.
you finally had some aha moments. Maybe some of the stuff where things haven't been so forthcoming to you, in the dark, as the season darkens more and we go inward, these darn dark nights. I hate them, frankly, but I don't like the sun going down here at 5:01 or whatever it is.
It's pretty close to that.
Sigh. But anyway, good luck with that, Violet. I'm sure you will come out okay.
All right, so hey everybody for sticking with us. I see Victoria and Angel have reappeared
Goodness.
to remind us about the mice and other things.
Well, take care. Have fun at your other podcast, Victoria. And yeah, Angel, what a shocker, huh? Who could have thunk? But thanks for joining us. Thanks for
Thank you,
being here,
everybody.
Angel. Thanks, everybody. We enjoy everybody's company, and we will see you again at happy hour on Saturday at its normal time,
All right.
10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come and get a happy message. You can't go wrong at happy hour.
We'll see you.
Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.